My requirement as well. So it's like hitting two birds with one stone. Now, for this morning, you will be experiencing, it's your choice, right? That you will be experiencing a debate, a different type of debate from what we usually do inside the classroom. Wherein, 6 girls will be taking a stand against 6 boys. You, as a class, were given a chance to decide what topic would you like to talk about and debate. And I believe that you found that the topic about the legality of selecting honor students from the special science class only is a topic that you feel that's closest to you. I know that for the last year, there was a question regarding the choice of honor students, and maybe it would be too much to call it, but it generated a little controversy in a way that nobody was really prepared for what's really going to happen. And with the choice of the honor students last time, and from your research that I have found, we can really see that there are really some basis for the for the results that had happened last year, and that would still happen because you will be graduating soon. So now we are going, or the first speaker on the positive side, will be presenting her stand regarding the issue on the legality of selecting honor students from the special science class.
So good morning, everyone. We are pro in the issue of selecting the honor student from the special science class only. As we all know, students from the special science class are intellectually inclined students. Students from this program are taking up additional and advanced subjects compared to those of the regular class. Freshmen are taking up Research 1, Statistics, Developmental Reading, and Environmental Science. Sophomores are taking up Geometry and Literature. Juniors are taking up Biotechnology, Consumer Chemistry, Physics, and Trigonometry. And seniors are taking up Advanced Chemistry, Advanced Physics, Research 2, and Calculus. So these students, therefore, should be given the opportunity and the privilege that the honor roll shall be drawn from their class. Also, these students had undergone an entrance exam and an interview, and out of the 100 students who took the exam, the only top 40 proven that they have undergone and passed the selection process shall be a part of the special science class. SSC students are, of course, mathematics and science-oriented, proven that they have a 75% proficiency in science and mathematics. And as for the information of everybody, networking students are maintaining a grade not lower than 85 as their final grade and are following units for every subject, for in science, math, and English are their major subjects. And since we're talking about legality, this system is supported by the Department of Education Order, the revised curriculum of the 110th and the Oriented High School, offering engineering and science education program, wherein under the implementing rules of the honor students, and I quote, there should be no separate honors for students in a class, in an SEDP curriculum from the special science class. Thank you.
So we strongly disagree to the thought that the selection of honor students in a school must be from the special science class only, because though there is a concurrent examination for the selection of special science students, there may take place probability. So these are example highly intellectual students who transfer from school who don't have SSC curriculum to a school who have, and a highly intellectual student who didn't do the test for SSC student selection, or a student who did not pass the test for SSC selection but excel a high degree of intelligence than that of a certain SSC student. Therefore, I would say the selection of SSC student in a certain school is not fair all the time. So good morning, everyone. In contrary to what you were saying a minute ago, you were saying that it is not fair that the honor students must only be taken from the special science class. So we're not talking about the fairness here. This issue, we are talking about the legality that the students from special science class are highly intellectual students, competitive and talented students who deserves to be the class to be drawn from that the honor students must be drawn from this class. Aside from that, you said that transfer of students. So in that statement, students from Regional Science High School who will have planned to transfer rather here in our school may or allowed to transfer to the SSC class for the inconsistency of the subjects. That is, if it has a 110 science-oriented curriculum in the school that they come from. And aside from this, a special science class has a basic education curriculum with advanced courses. These courses are stated by Ms. President Baraka a minute ago. And then, special science class also has a curriculum that emphasizes science and technology and the development of a well-rounded students. It also prepares the students for careers in science and technology and to help building our nation to help our nation to contribute a critical mass of professionals and leaders in science and technology. And aside from this, it was supported by the Department of Education Order Number 74, Series of 2010, issued by the Department of Education Secretary, Mr. Armin Luistro, that the honors candidates for honor students must only be taken from the top 10 students with advanced level.
Mr. Martinez will speak for the technical side.
So, a pleasant morning once again. You have stated earlier that the special science class also undergoes the basic education curriculum that has advanced courses. So, from what you have said, science class has basic educational curriculum, not science or not in science curriculum, because according to what we have researched, according to the guidelines of the selection of honor pupils or students, DepEd Order 92 of Season 2009 stated that school with special curriculum programs such as special science, art, sports, shall reflect their own set of honor pupils or students. But the problem is that our special science class in our school is not a curriculum, it's just a program. So I think that's enough reason why honors should not only be taken on the special science class. We should also include students, aspiring students that has high intellectual abilities on the regular class, because if we are going to take only top 10 on the special science class, we are no longer following the DepEd order, and DepEd order is a national order. And if you're just taking top 10 students in the science class, you're making your own law, and it's not constitutional. So we must also include the regular students in getting the top 10 students from what I have stated earlier. Because it's not enough that we only take top 10 students in the science class, because there are also aspiring students in the regular class, and not all, especially in our case, not all have undergone examination before entering the first year, right? So that will be all. Thank you.
Okay, can we have the third speaker of the proposition?
So, good morning to everyone. Under the revised curriculum 110 and series and oriented high school instructional materials are provided by the Science Institute Department of Science. So the USTN, or Department of Science and Technology, is a premier science and technology body in the country, which charged in a twin mandate of providing central directions, leadership, and coordination of all scientific and technological activities, and of formulating policies, projects, and programs. And also, they support the national development. So the Department of Science and Technology, or the UST, they take us the curriculum here in our school, which we call the SSC, or the Special Science Class. Not necessarily SSC only. We have many curriculums like ESCP, or the Engineering and Science Education Program, and many more. But we are referring to our school now, so we have to use the curriculum, the Special Science Class. So the program aims to enhance the mathematical abilities, science skills, and the English proficiencies of the learners. So the curriculum is designed to ensure that the student upon graduation from secondary school will be able to learn independently, acquire academic excellence, and to develop the capability to cope with new technology and knowledge. So, rising to the challenges of an expanded mandate, the Science Education Institute of the Department of Science and Technology has always tried its best to face up to the challenges of developing and nurturing potential talents. So, thank you.
Okay, third speaker, please.
For me, I'm disagreeing with the reality of selecting honor students from special science class. So, we stated last, Dave said that our school has only, it's not our special science class here is not a curriculum. We said that it's only a program. So, for me, we all know that all upcoming first year students that have a grade of 90 above will have the exam and the interview in the selecting of special science class. So, like in our situation now, so we took our exam before the classes begin. So there are many students that didn't able to take the exam because they take their vacations, and some didn't know when or what date is the exam. So when classes begins, those students haven't taken the exam will not going to be part of the SSC. So instead, in the regular class. So when they become a 4th-year students, there are possibilities that these students will excel in their classes. So it's unfair that the set of honors will be separated between the SSC and the regular class, because it was stated in special science class guidelines that in special science class students can only be eliminated but never to be added. Thank you.
Now, before we continue, may I ask the people from
At the back,
to take
the seats in front now. So you can exchange seats. Now please be reminded once again, the issue that we are having is the selection of honor students, right? So please do not forget that your opinions matter. Do not overwhelm us with facts. You give us your opinion first, okay? Do not forget that. You all have very good sides. You have very good researches. You have done it very well. And if I'm going to look at it, both sides really were able to give and they are able to make their stands. Okay. However, the thing that we have right now, if I'm really going to summarize as what we have for the girls, for the proposition, you said that it's just right that we will have it because of the loads that you're having, subject loads, and that, of course, the subjects that you have, okay, according to Ms. Sasa, and of course to Ms. Aspacio saying that it's in line because of the math, science, English proficiency. So meaning to say, once you qualify, it's automatically assumed that you're all very proficient in these subjects. For the opposition side, you said that, of course, it's accepted that you have undergone exams, exams prior to entering the special science class. But what about those who were not able to take that due to very personal important reasons? And what about those students who were not able to take it because they were transferees? And since it's part of one of the mandates there that you cannot add students. You can remove students from SSC, but you cannot add students. But what about those who are highly intellectual students as well who were not able to take the test? And of course, you said that as of this time, our class or the special science class is a program, not a curriculum as of this time. So those were already mentioned. Okay? So can I ask, or can we hear more of your reasons regarding the legality of the selection of honor students for the special science class? So may I call on now the fourth speaker of the proposition.
So good morning, everyone. So as what Jackie said a while ago, that this our SSC here in Mungkano is not a program. It is just it's not a curriculum. Instead, it is just a program. So that since we undergone a proper screening, we take exams and we interviewed. So we can say that still we follow the curriculum of the special science class. So also students belong to this curriculum should have to maintain their grades not lower than 85. So if students fail to follow these rubrics, then these students will no longer be a part of the SSC family. So also, as what he had said a minute ago, that it is unfair for the students who did not take the exam. So based on the revised curriculum 100S and Oriental High School, students who did not take the exam can transfer from the special science class, proven that they can hook up with the advanced courses as their backup subject. So I guess that's all. Thank you.
Fourth speaker, please.
So for me, I strongly disagree the selection of honor students only in special science class, because first, while ago, Lumasan said that yes, we follow the special science curriculum but only in type B. So that's the reason why we disagree, because the special science class in our school is only a type B. So, and also, according to Regional Memorandum number 5526 of 2010, Dapat Order number 55 series of 2010, cognizant of the need to strengthen science and mathematics education in the Philippines and in support of the 2010 secondary education curriculum. The Department of Education, through the Bureau of Secondary Education, is providing financial subsidy to the following school types. So, in Type A, the Type A are the 197 schools offering special science classes, which were formerly referred to as the Engineering and Science Education Program, or the ESSEC, of the S&T Oriented High School, while the Type B are the additional 600 selected regular secondary schools that will establish one SSC or special science class in each curriculum. So therefore, since our school has only one section in every year level, so therefore we are entitled. That's the reason why we disagree in selecting all students from special science class.
So, good morning everyone. Let me compare to you the difference between Class A and Class B in SSC curriculum. In our school, we have less amenities than Class A. We are Class B because of this less amenities. And also, we are Class B because our school, which is not less than 4 sections of curriculum. We may be Class B, but we follow the Class A curriculum program. You said earlier that it's unfair to those students who didn't take the exam because of personal reasons. But it is more unfair to us who have taken the interviews, the examination, because the molding in us from first year to fourth year is different from the molding on how regular class is undergone. So it is more unfair to us that the selection of honor students will be taken from not only from our class but also from the regular class. So it is better and it is proof that the selection of honor student must be taken from special science class for its fairness.
Good morning everyone. So I could say that there are nothing to worry about if once the top 10 and our honor students are selected from SSC and regular class, and that is not a problem because it doesn't matter that SSC student had more subjects in their lessons and to compare to the regular class. I had a question. What is it that is not easy to you to accept these situations to happen? Are you afraid that the grade of the regular class is higher from our grades as the same students? So I think that is not a problem because we took the examination and we interviewed, so it means we have the privilege to be in the top 10 or an honor student. So if you want that position and that title, so I think you must do, or the one that you must do is to prove to yourself and prove to everyone that you are deserving to be in the top 10 or the honor student. Not necessarily that you're not accept it, or I am questioning because are you afraid that your grade is lower back and I think
Last speaker. Okay, good morning. So, based on what you have said, but no offense to regular students, but we special science class students, we have the different grading system from the regular class. And we have undergone a lot of pressure. We undergone pressure, yes. So that's why I can say that it's a big deal that the top 10 student must be taken from the SSC, and also that just like the other schools, secondary schools with special curriculum program in Compostela Valley, they follow the Regional Memorandum Number 5.2 Series of 2010 and the DepEd Order 92 Series of 2009, which was the revised guidelines for the selection of honor students in public elementary and secondary. So that's why the SSC students is more advanced and deserving to be the top 10, to be taken as the top 10 students. So that's something.
Final speaker, Mr. Ganto.
Morning, everyone. We know the hardship of SSC students to become an honor student. Why there is a need to be afraid if are the SSC students afraid because the regular students will outrank them? Maybe yes or maybe no. But the issue is the honor students must be taken only from the special science class. What will happen to the regular students? Will they be divided or why not include them in the list of honor? Seems that this rule does not give an equal opportunity for all the students. Why? You may ask why we are not favoring this rule. Our stand is simple. Why will we agree with this rule if the regular students will be regarded only? The issue in this debate is all about selecting honor students from special science only.
So you heard our last speaker. I'm glad to hear Ivan that talk now. I'm giving 2 minutes to the group to summarize everything that you have heard and your stand as well. So the first speaker, that's your team captain, will be giving a summary of your stand as well as rebuttal of what you have heard from the opposing side. 2 minutes. Let's start the time. Now for you, okay, for our audience, I would like you to prepare because I have prepared questions for you. I saw that you were taking down notes. So from the talks that were given by our speakers here in front, I will be asking several questions, and for those who would like to give their answers, you just come to the front and answer them. Okay, so again, I will be asking our timer to time your answer. Only 2 minutes, okay? Now, I was not able to recognize our guests for this morning. We have Mr. Wilcar Tayone, our ICT coordinator. We have Mr. Edwin Marion, the master teacher too of English, and of course our principal, Dr. Maria Bieber Tusho. So she's here. They are here to rate me and to observe what is transpiring inside this classroom. By the way, ma'am, the final exams of my students are on oral examination. So the next class will be having newscasting, and the last class will be having a panel discussion. So they have different formats. That's their choices of final outputs. So final performance. So are we ready? Time is here? Not yet. Okay. 30 seconds more.
the final stand of the opposition. It would always be the opposition in a debate, the opposition before the proposition. So let's have the team captain, the second speaker. Okay.
So what I'm going to mention to you is the summary of why we are opposing to this selecting honor students from special science class only. So first, you are making your own law if you are going to choose only if you are going to choose the top 10 students only in special science class, because as what I said earlier, that the special science class falls under the basic education curriculum and it does not follow the special science curriculum since it's only type B. Second, there are some who didn't take the entrance exam for the USD, and those students are also aspiring students, and they can also level the intellectual power of the SSC students. Third, if we are going to choose the top 10 students in special science class, what will happen to those students in the regular class? They are also working hard to achieve and to graduate with flying colors. Then, if we are not going to get students from the regular class, they will be disregarded or they will be deprived for the ranking, and they will not work hard anymore because they will thought that it's not, even though they work hard, they will still not get, it's useless because they will not be on top, because they thought that at the end of the day, the top 10 will only be on the regular, on the special science class. And also, last year, thank you very much.
No deduction. Okay, last proposition.
Good morning again. So, in contrary to what Dave said, again, we're going this over and over again. We said we're making our own law. Of course, we are not under revised curriculum 110 at Oriented High School, and I quote, all other issuances of the curriculum of the Science and Technology Oriented High School that are inconsistent in the order is hereby amended accordingly. Second, what you said about the regular class, what will their part in this school? You said earlier that we are afraid that they might have a higher grade than us. We are not afraid. It's just a big deal that we have undergone all the pressure or the perfection for over 4 years. We should be given the privilege and the opportunity that the honor students should be taken from our class. I'll ask you a personal question. Do you really agree in that kind of, do you really agree that the special science, that the honor students shall be drawn from the regular class? I think not. We also mentioned that your stand is simple. Our stand is also simple. We want that the honor students shall be drawn from our class. We have advanced courses, we have a different grading system, we have units for every subject, for it's science, math, and English is our major subject, and we have a 75 proficiency in science and mathematics. Therefore, the honor students shall be drawn from our class, from the special science class. Thank you.
So now you have heard both sides. I will give the chance to the students on the floor. Oh, kanina.
We're all writing down, so this time, we will now just hear their point of view. But before that, let's give a warm round of applause to our
Right? I have several questions that I would like you to answer. Okay. So let's take first. I would just like to ask, in terms of what Mr. Mir and Mr. Cantong said. Okay, so if I quote, Mr. Mir said, it's not really a problem if the students from the first section in the other class will be given the chance to be in the honors, and that Mr. Cantong said there's also no need to be afraid. Because I could understand, if you really are intellectually capable, you will be confident in what you will be facing. So who would like to take a stand regarding their side? There's no need for you to be afraid. You have to be confident regarding this. Anybody? Any takers? No more. I will not type anymore. Come on. So I repeat, do you agree with what Mr. Mir said and Mr. Cantong said that we know that you have really undergone the testing and so on. So there's no need for you to be afraid if there will be a competition from the other class. Any takers? First question. Okay. So we have Miss Gaya.
As of what Mr. Mir and Mr. Cantong said, we need hard work too, and we must not be afraid. But we all know that SSC has the advanced subjects, and also we all know that the ranking of students may vary on the final grades or the average. And because of the additional courses, the average may get lower or higher when it will be added to the basic subjects. And I agree on what Ms. Baraka said, that it is a big deal to us if the top 10 students will be selected from the special science class and the regular class, because since we have the different curriculum or the different subjects because of the advanced subjects added. So that's all. Okay.
So you do not agree with their side that there's no need for you to be afraid. You have to be afraid. Is that it? No. They don't need to be afraid, okay? It's true, but there's really a very big difference. I can understand. Now, let us go to the point of view that was presented also earlier. It was mentioned by Mr. Tubiano when he said that, diba, you don't add a student in the SSC class, but you can remove. Okay. What about the issue on, what about the students who are transferees? They are highly intellectual. They belong to the honor student, to the honor roll, maybe the first. And yet, since their class has not, or their school does not have the special science curriculum, should we deprive them of that opportunity? I repeat, what about those students? Like was mentioned earlier, that the transferees from other schools that do not have that special science curriculum. So what about those students who may have, or that particular student who may come from another school, may belong to the top one of their school, and yet he or she started in a school that did not have that curriculum, and he would transfer here in our school, and that he's highly qualified. Unfortunately, he was not able to start with the special science class. What do you think should be done with that student? It's just an opinion, come on. Because you have mentioned time and again the word fairness, right? Equality. Is there justice? Laban justice now? So fairness. How should we deal fairly with this student who is highly qualified, but since he did not start in an SSC class, and when he transfers here, what's going to happen to him? Any takers?
So, good morning. So, in DepEd Order 92 Series of 2009, in the number 3 stated that grade in the previous curriculum level shall not be considered in the ranking of honors for graduated pupils and students. So it means that if you're intelligent, if you're transferring, you're intelligent enough. So even if you are intelligent, you can be included in special science class, because it would be unfair for the regular class in the same school that is intelligent, that who didn't take the exam, and highly intelligent, that it would be really unfair for the regular class that this transfer student would be in special science class. Okay? So,
You feel that the fairest way to deal with it is to make the students stay in a regular class and not get inside the special science class. Any other opinions from the boys? From the boys, you wanted to answer earlier. Come on. Okay.
So the question was, what if there was students transferred from other school, then the law stated that we couldn't add students in the SSC class, but we can remove. So what if we can take him the test and interview, so that if he passed the test and the interview, he or she can be added in the SSC class. That's all.
Okay, that's a good suggestion, and I hope that maybe someday. Mameli said that if he really is qualified, maybe he can be given the exam, the same qualifying exam that was given to the first year students or to the students for the incoming SSC students, so that we can really see if he could be qualified in that program. So maybe soon. Yes.
Admission of that
Okay, that's right. So maybe we can ask the DepEd secretary. I know that you also feel for the others. Okay, now let's go to another scenario. Let's say you are students of the regular class. Is it earlier you were saying that it's really unfair with all the pressure and the entrance examination and all, plus the added subjects with the 110 notes and whatever. Okay, now, let's say for example, you are students from the regular class, and that you know, or after the final computation of the grade, you will see that you have a fighting chance, because your grade is just equivalent with the first or the top student in the special science class. How would you react to that? So I know I can understand, because this is your issue, right? This is your class. So what about if you are now on the other side of the fence? You are now in the regular class, and that finding out that you are just equal, or your grade is equivalent to the first honor of the special science class. How would you feel about it?
just an opinion. Anybody? Any takers? If we're going to look the other way around, you said earlier, you have been mentioning the fact that what? That if pressure in your part is difficult because you have to undergo a lot of tests and so on. But what if you now belong to the regular class and that your grade is just as high as the person who's honored in the special science class? How do you feel? I'd like to hear the voice. Come on. Only heard one. Come on. Ahmed, sige. I will just look at Ahmed and then will stand up.
For us, it would just be fair because we all know that SD students have different reading systems compared to the regular class.
So if you were in a regular class, you will really adhere to that. That would be okay with you. Okay? So no other adverse reactions. What about this voice here? Yes, Ivan. Let's hear Ivan again. Come on.
I am a regular student. I'm not in favor that
You will not be in favor of it.
as a regular student, I am also striving to become excellent.
Okay.
And the regular students in the number students will be selected and then the special science class will be regarded.
Okay, so of course it does not mean that I can see the point of Ivan saying that if you are in a regular section, it does not mean that you have not tried hard. Okay, yes, that's the point. That's an idea there. Okay, I like that idea that Ivan has given and read. Okay, now last question. I know that this issue is a little bit difficult to resolve, but we have started it the last time. But there were a lot of, as I said, you have given a lot of facts. You supported it with facts, with all those memorandum and with all the revised corrections and addition and so on. Now, if I were to ask you, what do you think should be the best solution here? Where it could be really, because you were talking about fairness and equality, and let's give justice to your efforts. So if you were, let's say if you were to talk to the DepEd secretary about the issue of the legality of selecting honor students, what would your suggestion be to him? To me, you go to the microphone and you answer. Okay, na June.
Okay, so for me the best solution will be, there will be two sets of honors. One for the special science class and one for the regular class.
For fairness, there will be two honors, not really. Two honors for the special science class and for the regular class. Okay? Any other suggestion aside from that? I know that it's really very easy. But if you were to think creatively, another way to solve this issue, what should that be? What? No honors?
For fairness.
No honor? What? Come on. Another way. You said one way that you can solve this issue will be to really give two sets of honors. Yes, I believe that's the most prominent solution. That's easier to see. Another way, what do you think?
to get the top 10, only the grading class must take final exam to determine the top 10. Because if we are going to separate, you have going to have two sets of honors, there will be no special thing about being a valedictorian because you'll be a valedictorian for only just 40 students. It's not.
Okay, so it's not a source of pride. So if you, I'm a valedictorian of 40 students. I'm a valedictorian of the 700 students. So I can see the reason. So one suggestion is that, what? All the fourth years, should it be all day or only those who belong to the regular class? All students should take finals and proficiency tests. A different set of tests, Ma'am Melly. So after the periodical exam, they will have another set of tests to simply determine those who will be in the honors list. The microphone is ready. Okay, let's hear the number of the SSC classes. That is a nice idea, eh? But then I think it will be better, not all the fourth-year students to take the proficiency test because not all students in fourth year don't have the same grades with you. So I said, if I am to give the decision, I would rather say those top students in the SSC and the top students in the regular class will take the proficiency test. I think that would be fair. Okay, so Ma'am Carlon has her debate. So if ever that there will be somebody who will be taking the exam, it will be the top students. Okay, to close this activity up, may I call on our principal, Dr. Maria B. Bertuccio, to give her remarks on this. Good morning. Okay. Can you go back? Good morning, my dear students. Under this C or Special Science class, especially to Mahaling Patricio, your instructor, maybe your master teacher in English, and our IT expert, Mr. Bertayoni. Ako ay, as a new principal here in Mungkay National High School, really understand as a principal in our school, why is it that there is only one valedictorian in this school, not two? Because, it is simply because, according to our texts in science, or based on my knowledge also, because my daughter was a product of the Special Science Network class in Tabotolan National Comprehensive High School. Iba yung sa kanila dahil two sections ang kanila Special Science Network class na magbuwara na mayroon silang ibang valedictorian compared to the BEC. Ngayon, mayroon pa Special Arts. Kasi ang basihan ng pag-declare ng valedictorian is the number of students. Sa barangay high school, yung barangay na hindi nakaabot ng 50 fourth-year students, walang valedictorian. Not only first honors, second honors. Pero pag 50 up, pwede lang mag-declare ng valedictorian. That is the main reason na binigay ni Ma'am Morales kung bakit hindi pwedeng mayroong valedictorian ang ating special science class dito sa Mungkayo kasi category B lang tayo, one section lang. Hindi lang Mungkayo, pati Compostela, yung Mako, yung lahat ng kabats ng science class category B. Dahil sa ngayon, wala ng category A ang nagawa. Yung iba, yung Nabunturan National Comprehensive High School, yung sa Mati, sa Tagum City, sa Davao City, sa Ligo City, yun ang special science
Science Network Class Category A. Taga Manila talaga ang mag-conduct ng exam nila month of May. First week of May pa lang. But it doesn't mean na yung dalawang top 100, yun ang nagiging dalawang sections ng network class. Doesn't mean na yung hindi nakuha doon, hindi sila mga bright. Dahil lamang hindi sila nakatake ng exam. Dahil they were not around during the first week of May. Nagpakasyon, o kaya galing sa ibang lugar, pagdating ng June, nagpa-enroll dyan, pero wala, no chance to become a member or a student in that particular curriculum. And out of 100, yung batch ng anak ko, out of 100, 50 and 50, pag-graduate nila, 85 na sila. So, 15 lang ang nataktak. Kasi, pag mayroon kayong grade, pero 85 kahit isang subject lang, kahit aral pa or kahit ano, kasi wala ng various education pagdating ng 3rd year, 4th year. Tama. Kasi mayroon mga advanced chemistry, advanced zoology or mathematics, calculus, research 1, research 2, mga ganyan. So, expected talaga na pagdating ng 4th year, hindi na kompleto. Kagaya sa inyo, 40 when you were in 1st year, pero ngayon, you are only 32. So, it is apparently hindi na pwedeng mag-declare ng valedictorian. Pero, hindi pa kayo kampante na ang magiging top 10 dito ay galing sa inyong klase. Kung kayo ay talagang mga bright, dapat sa inyo manggaling ng top 10. Hindi pwedeng doon sa ibang klase. It's a question mark kung ang magiging top 5 sa ibang klase na. But class, I would like to inspire you also. Please do not discourage kayo, titigan niya ang top 10. Don't worry because your knowledge now, your learning in the secondary level is the baseline for your foundation when you will become or when you step to tertiary level. Walang kurso na mahirap sa isang estudyante na galing sa science class. Maniwala pa kayo? Kaya yung mga classmate ng anak ko, ang daming nagiging engineers, nagiging nurses, nagiging mga doctor of medicine dahil halos silang lahat ay talagang prepared na kahit sa anong kurso pagdating sa kolehiyo. Dahil, yun, purely, sabi nila, mga bright pero sila. Pareha sa inyo mga bright. Pero sad to say, because we are only 32 sa iyong klase, hindi talaga mangyari na mag-declare ng valedictorian. Sana, 50 up kayo. Sana, dalawang sections dahil bibigyan natin ng allowance yung mataktak. Kasi talagang may natanggal. Kahit sa science class, hindi lang sa category B, kahit sa category A, expected na yun sila na kasi ang category A, yung mga schools like City High, 8,000, 4,000, kahit sa Tagum City High School, 7,000, ganyan. Ang Pompenon, 4,000, ngayon, dahil mayroon ng mga barangay sa Pilipinas, mga secondary school sa barangay, 3,000 plus na sila. So, sayang, sana dalawang section ang science class dito. Pero, kaya tinatawag na category B dahil isang section lang. And 40 lang. Lalo na kahit 15. Expect na pagdating ng 4th year, hindi na yan 15. Except kung mayroong transferring from other school na science class also, pwede idagdag. And, so yun ang nangyari. In fact, mayroong taon doon sa napuntural na medyo nagiging controversial dahil isa lang ang dineclare ng valedictorian sa lahat ng curriculum. Ngayon, 3 curriculum na sila ng 2. Pero, nagiging issue yun. Kaya, pinalik yung isiparate talaga yung special science network class kaysa sa BEC, no? BEC, dahil Harvard noon, isilipin pa, dahil nagiging BEC, nagiging Harvard ngayon, we are on the 8 and 12 na. Dili lang mo kayo magungol na dili. Pero ako kampante ko, nga ang top 10. Kung top 10 lang ang issue, kampante ako na ang top 10 dapat galing sa inyo. Kaya, dati sa Vichalis, ano magulman mo? Kaya ano, sa tingin nyo may makasingit? Sa gabi? Ha? Oh, wag yung kaya na mayroong makasingit. And, sabi na lang, basta you are very lucky, you are fortunate enough na nagkaroon ng science class ang kayo na sa high school sa inyo na tayo because pagdating ng kayo ay handang-handa na sa kahit anong kurso. Mark my word. Naniniwala ba kayo dyan? Yes, ngayon pa lang, klaro na. No? Expected na marami sa inyo makapasa ng scholarship exam galing sa MSU or sa UP at saka ano pa, sa MU or sa mga entrance exam sa Ateneo. Expected na kayo na makapasa due to your rigid foundation when you are in your secondary school. So, magpasalamat na lang tayo na mayroong category B na science class sa mga kagaya ng Mungkay National High School, sa Mako, sa Compostela, Maragusan, mayroon nata. No? Pero, iba yung category A, iba yung category B.